welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris. I'm a tattoo artist and a fine artist living in Johannesburg, South Africa. Today we're going to be talking about how to go about making a booking at a body modification studio or with a tattoo artist. Maybe it's your first tattoo, maybe it's your 50th and you need a refresher, maybe you just haven't had any luck with the studio. Here are a couple pointers that are going to set you in the right direction for making a booking. First things first, and I know you guys are sick of hearing this from me, but research. You have to research the most reputable studio in your area. You of course also have to shop within your budget. So if you know that you're not going to be able to spend 10,000 Rand on a tattoo, find the studios that are not going to charge that. If local studios around you are not advertising their prices openly, unfortunately it's going to take contacting them to find out their pricing, but that's going to come at a later stage. So for now, focus on quality and focus on reviews. Find places that have good business reviews and that are also well followed and well interacted with online. If they have a good social media presence and they have a lot of interaction, this is a very good sign. Again, research. Point number 2, research a concept, research an idea. There is absolutely no use in approaching a studio saying, I want body modification, but I have no idea what I want. Your prices are good and I know I want something, so can you design me something? You as the client need to lead the conversation. You need to be aware of where you're looking to place something. You need to be aware of the things that you like, the styles that you like, the artists that you like potentially, or the subjects that you like at the very least. This leads into researching a placement. Now, we've all seen these charts, but I'm very sorry to say that every tattoo is going to hurt. So if you're concerned about pain, you need to research some options in terms of numbing creams, in terms of your experience, maybe chatting to an artist and getting their advice. You need to know what your 10 out of 10 Dream World Fantasyland placement would be, so that we can either do that placement for you or find something that's going to achieve a similar effect. For example, if it's your first tattoo and you want it to be super visible and so you want to place it on the front of your neck, not a lot of artists that I know of would find that to be ethical or practical. So they might say, well, if you want it to be visible, let's put it on your forearm, or let's put it on your ankle, let's put it on the top of your foot, you know, somewhere where it's going to be equally as visible, but maybe not jeopardize your ability to get an interview. Now comes the point where you're going to be contacting studios to get quotes, references, and to set up a consultation. When you contact a studio, you're either going to phone, email, or WhatsApp them, depending on their preferred methods of communication. They're going to expect you to know a couple of things that I've already listed. So where are you going to place it? What kind of size? What's your reference? Do you have a reference image? If not, you need to have a consultation. When are you free for a consultation? You're going to need to know all these things. You're also going to have to, at this point, have an idea of when you might be available for the tattoo. So, of course, we're contacting them for a budget, right? So we need to know kind of how much our tattoo is going to cost. They might not be able to provide you with that up front. You might need to sit down for a consultation and discuss with an artist in person. But once you have a pricing, you at that point need to be able to gauge for the studio or for the artist when you will be able to afford the tattoo. So let's say they quote you 4,000 Rand and you know that you can only save 500 bucks a month. You have to then book for 8 months time. Right? If you are in the very fortunate position where you can afford the tattoo up front, maybe the price was way less than you thought and you have enough back in your savings, then of course this is also indicative of when you would be looking for a booking. You're going to ask them for their nearest booking. So don't say, oh, I'm going to come in next week Friday. My friend, you have no idea when that tattoo artist is available next, when they're free, when their schedule is cleared up. So instead of going, I'm going to come in next week, the language that you should be using is, when is your next availability for a piece like mine? When is your next availability for X, Y, and Z package that you've offered me? Also remember that in some cases you will be receiving custom artwork and custom designs, and those take time and energy to put together. There may also be a cost involved, as you guys should know by now if you've been following me. Always keep in mind that your artist may have time constraints as well. Whenever you've managed to make a booking, you are going to have to prepare your mind and body for your body modification session. I see a lot of educators speaking about how to prepare your body, and I've done a video like that. But it's equally as important to prepare your mind. You have to remember, especially for bigger tattoos or pieces that are going to take a long time, your body is going to be going through physical pain, and that is traumatic. Your brain knows what you're doing, but your body might not. And so I see a lot of clients coming in expecting pain, but not having mentally prepared themselves for how to deal with that. So my advice is to meditate. Literally sit with yourself 2, 3, 4 days before your session and process all of the feelings and get your mind right for this session, especially if you know it's going to be particularly taxing. I hope that this has given you guys something interesting to think about. I hope that you've had some food for thought and that you are feeling more prepared to approach a consultation or approach a booking for your next beautiful body modification. Let me know if there's anything else more specific you'd like me to explain or anything that you'd like to see on this channel in the comments down below. As I always say, have fun, good luck, and be safe. Goodbye for now.